sometimes getting the look you want on yourself can be a little tricky. Cosmetic technology has come a long way to help things out. Ansley Watson is at Skin Market, where they're going to have more about the latest fat removal service. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yeah, we've all heard about those different various types of non-surgical ways to remove that fat, but sometimes those are still harmful to your body, a little bit painful. Well, I'm standing in Skin Market where they have the latest and greatest technology. Actually, it just came out in November, where it can remove the fat without surgery. It's called UltraShape Power, and later in the hour we're going to see exactly how this works. I was actually watching a little video about it earlier. It's very interesting, so we'll have more details later in the hour. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Ansley. As we're starting up the day, I know a lot of folks like to start their day with a little bit of a Skin Market has the latest technology in non-surgical fat removal. Now, Ansley is there this morning telling us more about the UltraShape Power. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I'm pretty sure I'm standing next to a machine that's like an answer to everybody's prayers. Joining me this morning is Dave Gazzetti. He's the executive director at Skin Market. Good morning, Dave.
Hi there.
Hi. So this machine here is called the UltraShape Power.
UltraShape Power.
And it's a non-surgical way of removing fat. Like I said, we've all heard of those ways of removing fat. There's a lot of different procedures out there. How is this one specifically different from the others, though?
From other non-invasive procedures, well, there's a few different ways that you can lose the fat, right? You can have surgery, a liposuction, which is obviously really, really expensive and can be painful with a lot of downtime. Or there's non-invasive type procedures like this. There's other ones on the market that do fat removal by radio frequency or heat. Others that do it by freezing your body or cold. This procedure is done by ultrasound. And of course, you know, I mean, everybody knows ultrasound. They use it on pregnant moms and stuff like that. So
it's FDA approved.
Absolutely.
Not painful, you're saying.
This procedure, there's no pain associated with it. So it's a little bit different than other types of procedures. Obviously, if they're using heat to destroy the fat cells, it's hot and it feels like you're burning. If they're using cold, like we use at one of our other offices, where your body is your body tissues are being frozen, it can be painful.
We have a little video here that kind of shows how it works. Walk us through what we were watching earlier.
Okay, so what you see here is the transducer. What happens is they put the ultrasound transducer on your body. This area here is fat cells. These blue and pink areas are, I'll just pause so you can see. These blue and pink and green areas are blood vessels, nerves, other things within the body tissue. So this is something I always like to explain to patients. If you're freezing or using heat in those areas, what's happening is these other surrounding tissues are also being affected by the freezing and the heat. With UltraShape Power and the ultrasound, it doesn't affect those other tissues. So you see the transducer is delivering the energy, and in a moment you'll see how these are the fat cells here. The energy will cause the fluid in the space around the fat cells to vibrate at a certain frequency, and then the fat cells themselves implode into tiny little particles. And when you get your treatment, it is permanent lipolysis. So that fat is permanently destroyed. So as you see in the animation here, what's happening is it's destroying that. Your body processes those, and now it's demonstrating how your surrounding tissues won't be affected or injured. And you can see the skin there as the treatments go. Each treatment, we recommend 3 treatments.
Okay, well, Dave, we have so much more to show, but we'll continue that later in the hour, so stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much, Ansley. As we're starting up the day, I know
UltraShape Power is the newest way of removing fat from the body without surgery. Just involves a lot of money. Ansley joins us at Skin Marquette to tell us how it works. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Andrew. Absolutely, we're going to talk all more about this. Dave Gazzetti is joining me, and he's going to explain how UltraShape Power works exactly? It's pretty fascinating stuff.
Okay, like we said earlier, UltraShape Power works to destroy your body fat. It is permanent lipolysis, which means when you have the treatment, those fat cells are permanently destroyed.
I was asking you earlier, did you need to change your diet or anything? But
a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so when you have the treatment, the way it works is the machine destroys the fat cells, and then your body, your liver processes them, and then you excrete it naturally as waste. Some of the fat is used as energy to fuel your body, like if you were eating, and then some of it is processed out and eliminated as waste. So your liver is processing those triglycerides, just like when you eat. So after the procedure, for a couple days, we want to have you limit alcohol intake, and we want to have you eliminate fatty food intake, or cut back, because we don't want your liver to process that stuff first, especially alcohol. It's going to process that first because it's a poison. It's invading you. So it's going to process that first. So we want the fat that we destroyed in the treatment area to go out first. It works most effectively that way.
we have an example showing what it's actually doing to fat as this process is
Right, so in
place.
this animation, it's an actual video, you'll see this is the transducer, the same transducer that we would use in your body as a treatment area. What you can see floating in here is actual fat. Okay, so you'll see how when the pulses are delivered, and you'll see it coming down here, that is fat being destroyed, like we showed in the earlier animation. So what happens is the fat cells implode, they are permanently dead, and this is what's happening underneath the skin in your body with your own fat. So when that happens, that's when your body processes it and eliminates it, and then it's gone.
Now, you said it's recommended that you come in 3 times every 2 weeks, correct?
Well, we'll have you come in 1 time every 2 weeks for a total of 3 treatments in that treatment area for maximum results. And you can really lose, the FDA will show that you can really lose about 6 centimeters. So maybe after the three treatments, so about 3.5 inches of fat in the treatment area. After those 3 sessions.
Now, I'm sure people are wondering, you know, is this cost effective? It sounds expensive. How would people go about this?
Well, there's all kinds of areas you could treat on the body, right? The abdomen, love handles, thighs, under the arms. You know, some people have that, and we could treat men and women the same, and both types of people come in here for treatments, and everybody, the pricing is different for everybody. It depends on the area, the size of the area you want to have treated. If you have 2 small love handle areas that you want to be treated, it'll probably be less than the full abdomen.
All right.
And just come in for a free consult, and we'll talk about it. Just personalized for you.
Dave Gazzetti at Skin Marquette, thank you so much for being with us
Thank
this
you.
morning. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.